Good morning, day 221, Turtle Lane Tidbits, Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is whisked away. When was the last time you were completely whisked away? So present, so deeply in that you kind of forgot about your life and what's going on around you and everything else. So I'm not much of a TV person at all, but last night was actually the second time we started the series. We started the series the night before, and I started it late, on the later side for us, and watched a couple episodes, and then truthfully I continued to watch episodes until 1:30 in the morning. Yep. Didn't want it to end, and even at 1:30 I was wide awake, ready to keep watching, but knew that I needed to get up. I typically get up at 5, a little before 5, and the difference between 1:30 and 5 is pretty little, and I have a lot of things planned today, so I shut the light off. Took me a while to actually fall asleep, but I was completely whisked away. I was in another land. I feel like I have new friends, can't wait to see them again, because I'm certainly not seeing many of my friends these days. So these friends are easy to meet and safe and distanced, and it was just a really nice dive into something else that just allowed me to float away for a few hours and completely relax. There was some tension, there was some crying, there was some laughing, there was lots of love, there was new situations, and the truth is, it was just fun. It was just fun to get totally into something else that's brainless, that's easy, and was full of magic. So I don't know, when was the last time this happened to you? It doesn't have to be with TV, that's for sure. I mean, that's probably the first time with TV that's happened in a bazillion years. There's lots of different places you could get whisked away. Let me know. Let us know. Share below. I hope this is helpful. Have a great day. Love is a superpower. When are you going to ignite it? Namaste. Good morning. Day 222 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is holiday stress. We are clearly into December with snow on the way later today, depending where you live, I guess. And I just wanted to talk about the opportunities we have here as we move into the holiday season more and more. Oftentimes this season can be high stress, family stress, financial stress, just all across the board, trying to get together, trying to get the right present for people, tons of stress that we bring in and put on ourselves and each other. Are they going to get the perfect gift for me? That whole thing is in there too. So this year being quite different than all other years, and that energy continuing right now, I'm going to ask you to take a pause and ask yourself, do you want to get caught up in all of the holiday crazies? It's not necessary. You do not have to do this every year. It's a great opportunity to break the pattern of what's been in the past. This December is very different. It's a portal to a new time and a new place. Think about, how do you want the holidays to be? Now, it's not going to be every way you want it to be just because of the crazy energy right now. But it is an opportunity to bring it down, to maybe shift gears and do things differently, to not have to buy this, get this, do this, bring this, all of that, And maybe it can be a shift even in, there are so many people who are in much dire need. Maybe it's some online gifting in the donation way to organizations and giving gifts in honor of people's names. I don't know. There's lots of options out there. I'm just offering up the idea of maybe there's a new way to do it so you don't have to lose sleep, so you don't have to get anxious, so you don't have to go into financial debt for this. There's lots of new ways to do things. Pause, literally step back, and see how you want it to be this year. It's all yours to create however you want. I hope this is helpful. Have a great day. Have a good weekend. Love is your superpower. When do you ignite it? Namaste. Good morning. Day 223 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is tool time. So lots of people have been asking me what I do or how I stay calmer with stress and anxiety floating all around. So one of the major tools I use, as I think some of you already know, is essential oils. And I'm standing here in my kitchen, and this is a diffuser. Maybe I can hold it up so you can see, and it's actually on right now. It's very small. You put water in this and essential oils. So I love essential oils. Here's 3 bottles we're going to talk about right now. Is bergamot, peppermint, and Douglas fir. And this specific blend in the diffuser helps bring self-grace and peace. And so these oils, you have recipes just like for cooking. If you want to make something specific, you follow these ingredients, right? So same thing, you want to create an environment for peace, harmony, calmness, or maybe you want something for confidence, or maybe you want something for abundance, or maybe you want your business to be successful, or maybe you want to use your words. There are zillions of different oil blends that can be created to support you in whatever it is that you want. So thinking about what do you need for you versus what do you need for the environment versus what do you need to do connections the way you want them to be. There's so many options. So right now, running in my house, I have 3 drops of bergamot, 2 drops of peppermint, 2 drops of Douglas fir. Oh, and actually, forgot this one. Geranium, 1 drop, huge one. Geranium is a major love, all about heart chakra, self-love, and filling self and allowing self to be filled. I actually forgot to put it in the diffuser, so I will shut it off and add it. But these tools help support us and in a really peaceful, easy way bring us to where we want to be. Now this is obviously diffusing and it's all in the room, but you can also use oils directly on you topically on different points of your body to help support you as well. And especially right now where people are really feeling anxious and having a lot of stress, there's some beautiful blends to use topically on your body that I have found that lots of people are finding great relief from. So bringing holistic, easy, beautiful things into your life to help you move forward. This is a tool that you too can use. I hope this is helpful. Have a great day. Namaste. Remembering that love is your superpower and you get to activate it. Have a great one. Good morning. Day 225 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is water. So this may not be an exciting topic for most, and it's not even really exciting for me, but it's a basic necessity. And so drinking water every day, we as beings are made up of anywhere from 75 to 80% of water. And we need this water to continue to flow, to move things, to connect to things, to be healthy. And I'm going to ask you to think about how much water intake you do. Anything with caffeine doesn't count as water. So we're supposed to have 8-ounce glasses at least a day, probably more actually. I know I don't get it. I mean, I try. I used to make 8 glasses of tea in the morning and leave them on the counter and try to drink it by the end of the day. It doesn't work. I try using a fat straw. That helps a little bit. Whatever it is you can do to up your intake of water, we would be surprised how much heals in our body just by adding water. Now have intention into your water, and that amps it up to a whole nother level, but that's a different story. So in this time of stress and anxiety, and just any time, truthfully, we ask a lot from our bodies, our minds, our hearts, our souls, our beings. Giving ourselves water and more water is a great way to support us. It's one of the ways, but it's really an imperative way to keep yourself healthy. For most of us, water is accessible and easy, not for everybody, but for most of us, we have easy reach to have water. So think about even starting each day, instead of coffee or tea, maybe just water with hot water with lemon in it. This is a great immunity boosting thing, great for your digestive system, great to wake your body up in a softer way than with caffeine, and pretty easy. And if you don't have lemon around, just warm water. I know that sounds crazy, but it really is a great way to start your day. So I hope that is helpful. Have a great day. Love is a superpower. When are you activating yours? Namaste. Good morning. Day 225 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here in my messy kitchen. The topic today is simple things. So I want to share a quote with you that I recently read and then share who gave the quote. So I need my glasses. Hold on a moment, please. Okay, so 5 simple things. Get outside more, drink more water, move your body, do more fun things, and look for reasons to feel good. And this is from Abraham Hicks. Some of you may be familiar with them. This is a husband-wife team. And right now, Esther is just here. Jerry passed away. Great podcasts to listen to, all about how to look with different perspective and connect to the universe. So these 5 things, actually, and the funny thing is, right yesterday, I talked about drinking more water. Key component, shocking how many things shift in our body, in our being, in our spirit when we do drink more water. So I hope you're pumping that up. But the other things on this list, number 1 was get outside. Crucial. Even though we're moving, those of us who live in the northern hemisphere right now are moving into winter, get outside. It's still possible. Bundle up. Crucial to connect to the earth, to the trees, to the universe, nature. Incredibly healing. Drink more water, we covered yesterday. Move your body. So you can do 2 at the same time, right? You can get outside and move your body. Or if you can't get outside, maybe you can do exercise inside. Right now there's a ton of free things online to work out at home. Figure something out every day. Move your body. Okay. Do more fun things. Now, this is a big one, right? Incorporating more fun into your life how to do that. Figuring that out doesn't mean you got to go on this massive giant adventure, but bringing more fun things, even little things into your life. And look for reasons to feel good. Boom. I think most of us complain and focus on the bad. Pick something in your body that isn't great. Pick something that's not going well with friends or work or home. Let's flip it. Let's think about things that are good in our life, things that we're thankful for, things that move with ease, smooth things, just for today. See how that feels. I hope you have a great day. Play with these things. Love is your superpower. Start igniting it. Namaste. Good morning. Day 226 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is living in the present. I want to share a quote with you today as well from Eckhart Tolle. Most people look to the future until they're so old they begin living in the past, totally missing the present moment, life itself. When I read this the other day, I was like, boom, so true. I think most of the time I'm planning like what's next, what I need to do, checking my list, checking into the future, looking at the time. Other times I'm thinking constantly about what I can do differently in the past, how to switch things, what I'm focusing on. However, the option really that we only truly have is living now. That's where true living takes place. How many of us do that? I know I have a tough time staying completely present right here, right now. Check yourself or watch yourself or focus into you and see how much time are you not spending looking ahead or looking back, but actually living here and now. I know for me, this will be a challenge. I'm very present when I work with clients by Zoom, by FaceTime, taking a walk. However, I am starting to think that most of the time I'm thinking about what needs to be done, what I have to do next, which you need to do some of that a little bit, right, to stay on schedule. But how much time, percentage-wise, are you living in the present? And that probably rolls kind of to a little bit of another topic is, as the garbage truck goes by, how much time are you spending doing things that you love versus you have to's? So as we're playing today, thinking about being present, future, past, also ask yourself the question, how much time are you getting to do things that you love? And weaving that in, whether it's cranking the music up and grabbing a little dance here and there, whatever it is, weave those in more to the present. So we start focusing there. So I hope this is helpful. Have a great day. Love is our superpower. When are you activating yours? Namaste. Good morning. Day 227 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is keep on going. So I don't know how your day was yesterday or most recently, but the energies that are around and are abound are insane. The number of calls I'm getting about trying to just regain balance in this crazy time are nuts, myself included. Just a wild, wild ride lately. And I'm gonna say this, I know I've said this before. Hillary Harley astrology. If you want to understand better what's going on and why things are so crazy and why it's affecting you the way it is, get your chart read with Hillary. She is amazing. I cannot say enough about her. People leave sessions going, oh my God, so much easier to understand what's going on and the path. So I will put her info below. Connect with her. Also, I have to say, like, always at night, I say what I'm grateful for in prayers. I think last night, the first thing I said was, thank you for getting me through this day. Normally I say thank you for this day, but last night I said, thank you for getting me through this day. It was just kind of a crazy day on so many levels. And I know lots of people are feeling this, having these kinds of days. And so what I say to you or invite you to do is pull on all your tools. This is a massive tool time. Reach within, journal, meditate, walk in the woods or walk outside wherever you live, get into nature as much as possible. Quiet yourself with some tea, just anything that works. Yesterday I was listening to one of my dear friends, colleagues, college roommate, Tracy Fink, give her Wisdom Wednesday talk, and she quoted Winston Churchill. And I am going to use the same quote, but I'm going to quote Rodney Atkins, the country singer. If you're going through hell, keep on going. This song is the song for 2020, I think. And I will put the link up today as well. So keep on going. Pull on those tools. I hope this is helpful. We're all holding hands. We're with you. Love is our superpower. When are you going to ignite yours? Namaste. Good morning. Day 228 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is a holiday story. I kind of feel like I should have a fireplace with stockings behind me as I tell you this story. So set the pace in your mind. I'm going to tell you a story about customer service. Typically, I would probably be blowing a gasket when I share any information about customer service because I usually find I get bounced from person to person, have to repeat my story over and over again. But this is a different kind of story. So, first of all, happy Hanukkah to all those who celebrate. And last night being the first night of Hanukkah, I am lucky enough and blessed to have 4 nephews. And I was Venmoing some extra Hanukkah gelt all around. I had most of my nephews' Venmo accounts, but not all. And so as I Venmoed, I asked one of my nephews for his brother's account, and I put a hyphen in between his first name and last name by mistake and sent it to him. Now, it's somewhat of an unusual combination of names, and I thought, well, that's probably him. Needless to say, he texted me back later, thanks, Aunt Sonny, happy Hanukkah, I'll look for the money when it gets here. So, should have already hit all other 3, but not him. So I'm like, hey, it already hit, check and see. It's like, not here. So I take a picture of where I sent it. He said, oh, that's not me. I don't have a hyphen in between my name. So I was like, oh boy, okay, I'll just request it back from that person and I'll send it to you again. And he's like, you might want to call Venmo and ask. So I resend it to him. He gets it. And I request it back from the person. I don't hear anything. So I dread calling customer service in places. But I'm going to tell you something. I called this place, Venmo, wherever it is in the world, right? We all use it. And I talk with a person. He seems very knowledgeable. He listens. He says, oh, you know what? Can you hold for a minute? I have to transfer you to a different department. He transfers me. 30 seconds later, the man who answers says, Sonia, Nate told me your story. We refunded your money. check and see. You're going to be getting an email from us. Everything should be okay. I was astounded. I said, oh, thank you. Happy holidays. So appreciate you taking care of this. And I said, I really am amazed at your customer service. And this is how customer service should go. Listening to clients and taking care of it. And I just thought, you know what? This is awesome. And I need to share this great thing. So Venmo, thank you. Customer service, a great example. And may all the customer services we deal with work this well. I had one other thing I wanted to say. Oh, for any of you noticing on my Facebook page the heart on a palette, more coming about that. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. I hope you have a great day. Love is your superpower. When are you going to ignite it? Namaste. Good morning. Day 229 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is one small change. I've had a lot of calls and texts lately about feeling overwhelmed and lots of things just out of people's control and not knowing how to handle this and what to do. And when I'm listening, people are sharing probably 8, 9, 10 and moving on to all these other things that they're pulling into their circle of what's just not working and out of control and don't know how to handle this and don't know what to do with this, and this makes them feel very uncomfortable. And so the process that I often will bring people through is, first, let's just kind of find your feet on the ground. Next, what really needs to be attended to? Most likely all these things that they're mentioning or focusing on or being overwhelmed by actually don't need to be in the immediate circle. But what happens sometimes when we're feeling out of control or overwhelmed or completely stressed is we pull in as many stressed things as we can and it completely floods us. Why does this happen? Few reasons. Like goes to like in the energy world, right? So what does that mean? That means there's magnetic things happening on the energy field. So if you are stressing and overthinking and getting overwhelmed, you're going to also tend to pull more of that energy in and increase that vibration. So slowing down and really figuring out what needs to be focused on and then flipping the overwhelm and the stress and just getting some small bites. Making one small change has a really big impact. When we toss a rock into a body of water, we see that it ripples out, right? It definitely hits the water and goes down, but it also affects all that water in that space. So when we actually come to center and slow it down, that change will affect other things. Then deciding what needs to be focused on, what one or two things. And it's probably one that will bring you to center and have some shifting with. The other things we'll deal with later, but one small change. I hope that is helpful. Have a great day. Remember, love is your superpower. And when are you going to ignite it? Or maybe it's time to ignite it. Namaste. Good morning. Day 230 of Turtle Lane Tidbits. Sonny Mazer here. The topic today is the joy of anticipation. Now, most of us, myself included in this one, are looking at the end result, right? I want to get here. I want this to happen. I want to go and do blah, blah. I want to manifest blah, blah. I'm going to invite you and invite myself as well to enjoy the anticipation and the journey, because this is where the juice is. This is where the treasures are. This is where the expanding is. This is where the feelings are. And through this process, so much happens. Most of us focus, I remember reading an article, graduating college, like you have your kids, they go to school and you constantly talk about getting good grades so you can go to a great college. And then your kids do go to college, and then what happens? They have no idea anything else. Just graduate, and then it's like boom. And it's kind of shocking, deer in headlights kind of a feel. So here's a new perspective, or a different flip, is actually enjoying all the lily pads as you're on your path. And also, anticipation has a really pumped up excitement that is beautiful to feel and to call in. And there can be a lot of creativity during this process. Inviting that in, playing with that, knowing that there's no right or wrong, and that this is a really beautiful time filled with anticipation and possibilities. And when there's room, that means pieces can flow and different things can come in that maybe we weren't expecting, or maybe we didn't even have any previous idea to, and in fact even make it bigger, better, fit right, whatever the words are depending on the situation. So holding room, having space for different things, instead of keeping the end goal so minutely focused and not on the end goal, but also enjoying the whole thing. Still having your end goal, don't get me wrong, but enjoying, or not but, and enjoying the process, the anticipation, the creativity that happens during this time. So I hope that is helpful. Have a great day. Love is your superpower. Time to ignite it. Namaste.